Guys, Mac Pattern Traders. Let's do a quick update as to where price is relevant to where we were a few days ago. So, brand new chart. Quickly talking about our Elon range. I always bring it up because it's very important, and I don't want to waste too much time on this. Hold on, guys. Let me get rid of this magnet. All right, cool. So I don't want to waste too much time on this. So let's go over the range real quick. That's the Elon range. Accumulation took place in this massive range. The breakout structure is here, right? So let's make this pink. I don't want to see price ever go under this. If we start breaking under this pivot over here, there's a problem. We are likely to go down lower and take out these down here. Okay. So this is my barrier. I don't want to see price close under that 37, 38K range ever, unless we are looking for a deeper retracement. Overall, those who are on Twitter and on Discord knew that we were in a bear pivot from the top. John called it lovely, and this is basically our deviation that took place. Right, deviation that took place. Ideally, you could put it over here. Right, that's the breakdown area. I'm not coming to 5 hours. It's a very weird time frame, but let's just put it at the wick because I want to see the wick, because the wick is important to me. Right, so deviation at the top, and now where are we? We're in the middle of nowhere, right? So let's look at price itself. What happened? We have a insufficiency candle over here that needs to get filled. I am pretty confident we're going to fill this. Maybe not today, but we are going to eventually fill this. So for the time being, are we at a good area for a bounce? I think we are. Yes, I think we are. We should get some kind of relief this upcoming week. Monday through Wednesday should be some kind of green should take place within the next 3 days. I'm waiting for John to text me when there's a bullish pivot, but it looks like March is going to be red, a multi-week red month. I'll go over the oscillators afterwards. So this is the last order block that is between us and 40,000 or 38,000 rather, let's call. Once we lose this order block over here, it's likely that we're going to come down and retest this whole cluster, right? Whether it's 38 or whether it's 40K. This is next. As soon as we break this low over here, this low, I'm gonna highlight this right there. I'll make this purple. We lose purple, we're coming down here, dude. There's no way out of it. We're coming down here. Don't forget, this is the previous breakdown, right? It's the previous breakdown that took place. See how we were capped over here, and then we came and we retested it, then we broke above it. So more likely than not, now this becomes your barrier, and this should come down like, do something like this, maybe like this, or like this, but either way we're coming down here, guys. So I have bids spread between 38,000 and 40,000, 41 to be exact. So this is my main area of interest. I have really heavy bids over here. Hopefully they do fill. Green zone. Let me get rid of this highlight because now it's getting a little too messy and you guys are going to be like, yo, I can't read this. Hopefully this makes sense, guys. Right, so most of my bids are at green for a long-term spot and whatnot. I can't see us breaking green. So this is what I'm playing currently. Now, if you want to start adding TMA bands and whatnot and oscillators, you could tell that this is all algo driven. So when you see something like this where we keep running the top of the bands, right, that's another a 45-degree buy. A 45-degree buy bot is active, and then when you're right in the bottom green band, a 45-degree sell bot is active. It's the same exact behavior. You get into the red, you retest green, and then you do a blow off. You get into the green, you retest red, which is the mid band, and then you do a blow off down. It's the same fucking thing. I'm just on the flip side, right? So let's get rid of the TMA bands. We have price action. This is what I'm working with. I'm gonna make a different chart for oscillators. So grab your fib level from down here to the top. Last fib level that stands is 39.8 from here. But if you actually take it from the pivot itself, which is more logical, it's more logical to do it down here as opposed to the higher low. Our last pivot is 38. That's where I have all my bids. No, I'm sorry. That's where I have heavier bids at the 8.8. So anywhere in between the OTE is a solid area to add. This is your OTE. OTE is 75 to 79 right here, which is between 40.8 and 41.7. But regardless, if you want to play it safe, I would not knife catch this. I would wait until we get some kind of high or low confirmation and then get into positions. If you look at it from a higher time frame, from a daily time frame, and you take the whole range itself, and you're not doing micro or local, take it from the bottom to the top. Look where your 618 is at my orange zone, right? So guys, we're at the 0.5 right now, so we should get some kind of relief. We did sweep the previous low that led to the uptick, right? So now it wouldn't be surprising if we just went up a little bit, jerked off, distributed, and came back down all the way, or went a little bit higher and then came back down. But either way, down is where we're going, guys. Down is where we're going. All right, done. Okay. Now, actually, one more thing I want to tell you. Add this trend line, my lads. Right there. Beautiful trend line, guys. This is all you really need. You don't need fucking oscillators, anything. Just look at this price action and just be comfortable. Have a plan. Don't be scared. We're not going to break this trend line after it's only been touched 2 times, right? First, second, third time, whether it comes here or whether it comes here, wherever it comes, this trend line will offer our final bounce, which will give us, I don't know, maybe a bounce up here, a bounce up here. Wherever this goes, it's going to give us a bounce, right? This is all you need from a chart perspective. Get your fib levels, get your breakdown level. You want to assume that we're not going to close down under the 37K range ever, unless we are in for a longer bearish duration, meaning like something along the lines of do this, bounce up, break the trend line, retest it, short this, and you want to target these lows down here, 27, 28K range, okay? But that's not likely, all right? I'm still bullish overall, but March, bearish, okay? Perfect, guys. Beautiful. Any questions, DM me. Now go to oscillators real quick. I don't want to make this video too long. So this is what I painted before. Remember this? Unfortunately, let me get rid of all this nonsense because it's a little scary. So everything panned out. Sorry, not everything. The main short over here panned out, but we just didn't get our retest up here. This is what I was really aiming for, right? So I really wanted to get so a short from here to here, and then a bounce from here all the way up here would have been the main short to ride down here. So unfortunately, the main short came from over here, guys. We were so weak that we didn't even get above to retest the previous highs, which makes me think that we're just going to reaccumulate and then go up to hit that 55, 56K range, right? So that's how I'm playing the longer time frame. Look at oscillators themselves real quick. Start with the 12 hour, obviously. Hold on, guys. All right, 12 hour, guys. So, bullish or bearishness. I'm looking for this little green thing. I don't have it yet. I want to see that. And then I'll be comfortable opening up longs. Out alert. Short band bottom algo activated once. 12 hour MSTX algo. Very important. Same with this. Add alert. Come on, man. Add alert. Bottom algo. Very important. 12 hour RSX algo. This just gives you confirmation that we're exhausted, right? So if you look at it, let me get rid of everything. If you look at it from an oscillator perspective, they have been catching all the bottoms. I don't need this. Right? Every time we have a green algo, it's the bottom. Green algo, it's the bottom. So I'm waiting for this green algo to go long. 12 hour doesn't really break out of the TMA bands. Those of you who have them, if you don't, request them. They're amazing for catching bottoms and tops. We shouldn't break under this green zone, which is 39,000, right? We should not, bro. Look, the last time we broke under it was, I think, COVID. September. No, the summer dump that we had over here, which led to a little bit of the outside, came back, retested, and then we flew up. See how all these buy signals always work? From COVID. This is from COVID. It's a different shift in trend. So request the TMA bands, guides, and the buy signals. That's all you need for macro buybacks. All right, oscillators. We still have some room to go. I want to see this curling. This thing is just dead, unfortunately. Daily. Yeah, there's a lot of room, guys. Does not look good. Remember I told you guys if the weekly... Look at this fucking signal, man. Look at this shit, bro. If only. Like, John called the pivot, the short pivot, right? So, look at this nonsense right here. Excuse me, sorry about that. Log. The reason why I tell people don't ignore the signals on the 3-day is not because, for example, look at this right here, right? This was, look how far away we were, right? So it's massive. There's no, you don't take a signal like this, but you are going to take this signal because you are under the bands. Look at this signal over here. You're far away, right? You wouldn't take it. Even though it panned out and did a 15-20% dump, you still wouldn't take it. It's risky. This signal, though, for example, you're under the signal line. You take it. This signal, right, you are completely under the signal line, but you're not algo exhausted, right? So you want to be under with an algo exhaustion, dark red like this. This is beautiful with a signal. This is done. This is going to die, right? And then you have your div, which are algo, which are curl, which are RSX curl. This is so going to die. It's going to be a multi-long downtrend, unfortunately. How long could it last? I think probably a few weeks, guys. A few weeks. And if you look at it from a perspective of how low can we go, we can literally go all the way down here, right? Without looking at structure. Let's just look at strictly high time frame support and whatnot. We can go all the way down here. Look at this. Let me show you this. Start here. Weekly. This is your weekly level, okay? Right? These are you. This is your weekly level on BTC. 38,200. So something like this could definitely be valid. And then range, altcoins run, and then do a final poke down or blow up from there and go to $75,000. Overall, we're going to 75K regardless of what you or I like, right? 3-day, we have our support. It's a weekly support. Our 3-day support is up here, right? Okay. But this could easily hit just by looking at it, right? Just by looking at it, this could easily hit. So I'm not neglecting more downside overall. I am banking on the fact that we're going to go up before down. We just got rejected. Let me see something. Hold on, because I'm in a trade. We were above the TMA bands again, man. This 5-minute TMA band has been killing us right now. All right, so hopefully this thing is the bounce, right? So obviously you're not going to long this as a scalp. Once you break that under the 5-minute TMA band, you wait until we get back above it. Rejection 1, rejection 2, but the second rejection made a equal low, right? So now you know that this is a safer scalp if you want to scalp it. So something along the lines of, this is how I use my TMA bands for scalps. Something along the lines of this. Once this is formed, you buy this, you put your stop loss here, and your first target is going to be the red. Some people target this, but the RR sucks because we're downtrending. So when you're downtrending, there's a small gap between the green zone and the mid TMA. So you want to target that. That'll be your instant. That'll be your play. But this is too bearish to take the risk. Right, so be careful. All right, go back to the higher time frame. So 3-day. I'll get rid of this. Tick off log bands. Okay, so 3-day where we were. Yeah, it looks terrible. Looks terrible. Looks terrible. Looks terrible. Looks terrible. So we're basically doing this. 1, 2, 3 3-day candles. Hopefully find support here. Go back up. Retest somewhere around here. And then come back down. Make a higher low. Long this. $75,000. In a perfect world, right? Oscillator wise, I told you guys that if a weekly RSX crosses, be very cautious because that means that trend is over. Now, what I mean by trend is over, I'm talking about trend is fucking over. Like, you can't just reverse from this, right? So if this weekly closes like this, this is going to end up having to come all the way down here to find support. And then bounce, right? So be very cautious. Obviously, I'm looking for longs. I'm not bearish like that, right? Overall, I still think we're going, I still think we're going to $75,000, 75K, no matter what happens, unless we get some really terrible bearish news. But you need to be careful, man. When you get an RSX cross on a higher time frame, it's not a joke. It's the best indicator for swing trading. Once these things cross, it's fucking game over, right? And we already had one bounce, so we already have one bottom already out, right? So chances are, if this doesn't bounce over here to give us another top, we're gonna have to come all the way down here. That's gonna bring us down to, like, I don't know, 1100, give or take. So be cautious. Let me see, Litecoin. Yeah, same with Litecoin. Very bad. $37. 3-day, 2-day. Low time frame oscillators, they're just downtrending. You see how we tried to make a head here, and then we broke down, and trying to make a second head over here. Unless these start curling up like this, it's no good, man. We're gonna keep downtrending. So these little market making lower lows and whatnot, they're not bullish at all, guys. You can keep knife catching from up here and end up losing your ass. It's not worth it. Wait for a higher low to form. Even if you take, right, and do this, right, which is a bullish pattern that should easily do something like this. And then from here, decide if we're going to go back down or whatnot, right? 54, 55Ks to me are an absolute must target before any decision is made. Meaning if we're bearish or bullish from a macro stance, right? From a macro. So until that is tapped, this is going to be the biggest indicator. Until that is tapped, I can't tell you that BTC is overall bearish. I'm still bullish until we figure out what we're going to do over here. This is your breakdown zone, right? If this is your breakdown level, right? Nothing is said or done until we get back up here. So the test is going to be when we come here. Take out this high, figure out if we're going to reject, and then hold. If we hold after we reject, then we're bullish. If we reject and we break structure again, right? So we have these highs over here. Let's assume that we move up. Just assume that we move. See the low is in. And we move up, take out these highs, come back down, retest the breakout, right? And then we go up, break above, and then target this area. If this rejects us, and then we break back under this, we're so bearish. We're going to end up dying. It's just structural, logical trading. Playing level to level, structure to structure, right? Hope that makes sense, guys. Overall, I'm bullish. I'm expecting $75,000, excuse me, to hit regardless. It's just a mere fact of don't knife catch this until we actually have a bottom in place. There is no support after this candle breaks, right? So if you're doing TMA bands, the daily TMA band is right here. It held us up last time, right? We never really get down here, but even if we do, we have massive support. Last time we got down there was September, which was a massive dump. So if we do happen to get down there, beautiful support. Yeah, we're getting sold off again. Beautiful support. 2-day TMA band is, oh, we just touched the 2-day top of the TMA. Yeah, 2-day TMA band is 35,000. 3-day TMA band. I want to point this out to you guys. I'm gonna get rid of the bands themselves and just keep the line. Just so I can show you guys something. Where's Bitstamp? Alright. 3-day. I want to make it very clear to you guys that it's okay to come down here. So in 2014, our bull run, after we broke the high, we tapped, it's like we just keep tapping. We tapped it once, twice before going on a massive run up to do 500% and then start a bear run. Right, which is what we all think is going to happen. Well, not we all. John and I think is going to happen. Now, are we supposed to come down here at this band? No, but what we could do is, if we do happen to come down there, you blind long this, right? You don't lose the 3-day TMA band in a bullish structure, right? You do not lose it. See, in a bear structure, you don't get above it, and then in a bullish structure, you don't get under it. right? So that's going to be your floor no matter what happens, right? Just have it on your map, have it on your chart. So what could happen is we don't technically have to come down here with price. We could find a floor somewhere here, right? I don't know where the floor is going to go. So we could find a floor somewhere here, range for quite some time, reaccumulate. And in the meantime, as we're ranging and reaccumulating, this thing is coming up, and then do a final fake out low, scam everybody, touch the 3-day TMA band, and then go to $75,000, $80,000, right? So when I was making the videos originally a couple of weeks back, this TMA band was like somewhere around like $16,000, $15,000. Then it went up to 18, 19, then it went up all the way up here right now. So as weeks go by, this line, this TMA band keeps increasing. Keep that in mind, guys. So while everyone's telling you to buy the dip, I'm telling you, be fucking careful. Wait until you get confirmation. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. Wait until a higher low is formed. Look at the previous bull run we had. No matter what bull run you're in, you always come near the weekly. You don't touch the weekly, but you come near the weekly, right? You always come near the weekly. All right, look where the weekly is, guys. It's at $19,000, dude. It's far. So how long do we have to wait for this to come all the way up here to give us a new floor of $28,000? We're going to have to wait weeks, probably like 3-4 months. So be cautious. What else do I want to tell you guys? Oscillator wise, trend bars, very important. Trend bars are very important. Daily, that happened to us here last time. Open up your TMA bands. There you go. We're bearish. Daily's bearish officially. We're black. So now, hopefully, we get a repeat of this, where we make a low, go back up, make a second low, sweep it. We didn't sweep it here, but sweep it, and then start an uptrend, right? I would hope. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm playing it as I see it. I'm not making up, I'm not making up different strategies as I go. I'm sticking to the same strategies. My 12-hour and daily on the trend bars will finally tell me if we're bullish or not. So until we get a white candle, over here, I am bearish, guys. I'm fucking bearish, man. I need to see a white candle. This record be like, all right, guys, we're officially bullish. If you take the consideration the fib, we tapped it for the 7-9, then we dumped. I think we dumped to the 1. I don't know where this is, but let's see. Was it the 0.5? Oh, it was the 0.5, yeah. Yeah, so let's see what happens now. Hold on. Yeah, so we're like at a good area to take a risky short. I mean, risky long. I'm sorry, risky long. We're at a decent area. If you want to go lower, 6.4. Where's the 0.2? So 4.2. These are the levels under us if we go lower, which the 0.4 matches with this OB over here, right? Just strictly playing off fib levels, and then you want to target after that. If you happen to come down here, to the 0.4, you want to target after that up here. So this will become your main resistance at that point, right there. Right, it's just basically a range to range play. Your main focus should be when I get above my TMA, compound, add a lot of positions over here. Compound, because this is not going to break back under easy. You can't just you can't do this, right? And scam and come back under and die. Right, you're going to consolidate above it or below it, and then just do a blow off or whatever. I'll move up, rather, yeah. So, guys, I hope that helps. 1 hour. There's 2 things I want to tell you guys about this. Excuse me. I need coffee. I'm shot. Stayed up all night yesterday trying to catch, trying to see this. Not trying to catch anything. All right, so the 1 hour, for example, every time the signal line gets over here, right, we bounce. Okay, you see this? Every time the signal line, which is the purple line, comes to this horizontal black line, we bounce. What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ, we bounce. Bouncy, bouncy, right? We just constant bounces, right? Bounce, 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 bounce. Hopefully we get a nice little bounce right now, and that'll be the bottom for maybe 24 hours, I would hope. We have a beautiful head formed right now in the 1 hour, so that's like a beautiful head over here. So our main target should be 45.7 if we happen to stamp this head and go back up. This is going to be a lot of resistance. That's the mid-TMA band. If you're using these oscillators, that's the way you should use them. Now, if you look at the 4 hour, let me get rid of all these. If you look at the 4 hour itself, look where the bottom was originally, right? That's your bottom, and we broke under that, so that signifies a lot of weakness, right? So this horizontal line held us up since our summer dump, right? So now we're at this spot right there. See that? The signal line will tell you exactly where max pain is. I know people don't use it this way; they look for curls, but I mean for crosses, but the same areas hit all the time for bounces, guys. You know. So we are in a bounce zone right now. This is a bounce zone. Who's texting me? Yeah, fuck that. We're in a bounce zone right now, guys. Right? I don't know how high this can go, but we are in a bounce zone. You want to take it one step further. At the not the team. Sorry, dude, where is it? Am I blind right now? Where's the Stoke? Oh my God, I've lost my mind, guys. I need to drink some coffee. Add the trend band. Don't do that. Give me this. Okay. Now you got both. You got the signal line and the trend band, right? So where does a trend band bounce usually? On the 12 hour. We're so far. You know, we're so far. This is your ideal long. When the trend band resets and it turns black with the signal together, right? Or this, when the signal turns black. With the signal is not going to turn black over here. So we probably have more downside overall. See, whenever they turn black, it's an instant buy. You don't argue, you don't question. You make money, you walk away. So take your trend line and go like this. So more likely than not, we're going to probably come down here and test this area over here. Let's go look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour trend line is, let's close this. Get rid of the signal. Just play strictly with the trend line. The 1 hour trend line has its third black, and it's not curling. We should have bounced here. So this is the bottom factor. We should not get under this black line. See this? We don't get under this. So like, more likely than not, this is your bottom right here. Until obviously another poke up and two more down after, if that's the case. But this should hold right here, man. It should hold right here. It should hold right here. For a little bit, you know, for at least a scalp long. I'm not saying macro, scalp long. It should hold. It should hold. It should hold. Max pain up, then come further down. But use the trend line. This indicator is amazing, guys. Use it for catching bottom and tops. This way you don't knife catch. Look. Bands don't just randomly, the band doesn't randomly go sub specific levels. So every time it turns black, it's a valid area for a scalp long. Once this thing curls, it's going to confirm it. Let's look at the swing mode. Swing mode toggle. All right, so swing mode, high time frame. If you ever get an algo fire on the swing mode, you buy that and you walk away. There's only been 2 since COVID. September and COVID. So if you get a third one, you buy spot and you walk away. 4 hour, let's see. Shit, we haven't had one since September. 3 hour, let's see. We haven't had one since January, which was the Elon. That's the reason why I went long on the Elon. But we are getting a 3 hour black on the trend line over here, which is solid. 1 hour. 1 hour got one. Oh, we're divvying right now. So as long as this pivot holds, this is going up and doesn't break down. This is good to know, guys. This is how you use the indicators for your advantage, right? So I use the indicators to your advantage. Let me get rid of all this nonsense. So yeah, again, guys, look at the trend line. If you want to be, if you don't want to use all of them, the best one for you to see is your signal band to see where exactly it's curling, right? So you know for a fact that all right, I can't go lower than this area until I bounce. If I get a bounce, then I know for a fact that I'll re-short or whatever, use it as a scalp, you know. Other than that, everything still looks like shit, guys. Be careful. Everything still looks like shit. Yeah, the bands are just going down. It's not good. Let me see how the weekly looks on these bands. We did touch support. This is support. The buy zone. Remember I had this buy zone from like a couple of weeks back? Yeah. If we break these bands, it's going to be pretty bad if we break these bands down here. Yeah, I want to see that being broken. Let me see the 1 hour. 1 hour has a head. This is a confirmed head. What we got to do is now it's curl, then it's over. It's a head too. Target the mid TMA band. Hopefully that'll give us a move up to that. Yeah, it looks good for a scalp. Okay, guys, I don't want to make the video too long because it's maybe very repetitive. ETH, real quick, just gonna follow BTC. Whatever BTC does, ETH is going to do. Only bad thing is, ETH lost its daily TMA band. I don't want to see that. So max pain is 982, which we're not gonna go down there. Next area of interest is 1200. Right, so I have bids. Let me get rid of this. I got bids for ETH here, similar to what we did over here. And where's my 12 hour? Down here. Right there. So these are my bids right here. For ETH in this box, I'm bidding this. I know that there's a big probability that we can go down here to the 1100 range. Down here. You know? But if that's the case, I'll just buy more. I'll just buy more. Because this is serious. This is like legit. If it comes down here, that's your last support. If you lose this, you're going down here to take this out. Right? So this thing will most definitely hold if you end up coming down here. But this is like my area of interest. I'm doing spot, don't forget, guys. So I don't care if I have to hold longer than that. I don't see a reason to come sub green. You lose red, you go to green. Very simple. And for Litecoin, we lost the daily also on Litecoin. 2-day is at again. This is how I built my spot positions, guys. Litecoin daily is at 146. I do not want to see Litecoin close under 130, guys. So I got bids all the way up to 130. Right, I got bids all the way up to 130. Take your fib extension, your fib retracement, and do it like that. Yeah, 130 should be your freaking floor. It should not go under that, under no circumstances, unless then we start talking about 120s at that point. You know, I don't want to go to 120s. That'd be scary. 3 days at 120. That's pretty much it. So what happens if we do something like this? And there's die. It'll be like your head, and then your right shoulder, and this is your left shoulder. Not your typical head and shoulders, but based on oscillators, this is the same pattern. That'd be fucking sad. That'd be so sad, right? That'd be very sad. Or maybe you come back down here in the range, or reaccumulate down here and reaccumulate to fuck with everybody, and even do like a fake down and then go up. Retesting this whole accumulate, but it doesn't make any sense. Like if these guys really if they really accumulated in this range over here, right? Let's assume they accumulated in that range, right? We could do it this way, right? But the logical thing to do is to grab multiple points. So if you want to grab multiple points, you have to come down here. Let's just assume that that's the logical thing to do, right there. Okay. So under no circumstances do you want to see this pink line getting broken, right? So even if we do happen to fake out and come back into this little if we happen to fake out and come into this little area over here, don't panic. still normal. Don't panic. Don't panic visually. You can still, or even come and tap this. I'd be really bad if we come tap the yearly open. I don't know, the yearly low. What was the yearly low? Or yearly open? I don't know. Hold on, let me see something. Yearly low. Go to low time frame. Hold on. Yearly low is 28.5. That's the yearly low. Come take that out. Let me put that on the chart. Yearly low. This way you guys have a visual. I'm just giving you guys scenarios, man. I'm not telling you that this is gonna play out, but just don't panic if something like this happens. Yearly low, and the yearly open is where? Yearly open. Yearly open right here. We already tapped the yearly open. Yearly open. Wait, where's the monthly open? Hold on. Monthly open. A lot of weekly opens that have not been tapped yet. Like this has not been tapped. I'm gonna label this untapped weekly open. Untapped weekly open. Okay, UWO. Untapped weekly open. Right. But where's the monthly, dude? What's going on right now? Am I blind or am I not seeing this right now? Oh, I didn't put it. Monthly open. Open. Oh shit, the monthly open is... Wait, I'm so confused. What did I just do right now? Wait, hold on. Get rid of this. Oh shit, dude, there's so much confluence at $33,000. The weekly open and the monthly open have yet to be tapped. Oh boy. Imagine we get down there in this range. That'd be so sad. It won't be sad, it'd be a great opportunity. But anyway, let me close this. Let me close this. Okay, so we got our yearly open, yearly low, untapped weekly open, plus monthly open. A lot of confluence at the 33 level. We have an order block here as well, right? Which led to the breaking structure to the top side, right? Because we deviated. Remember that? We deviated over here. Oh boy, I'm getting a lot of confluence over here, guys. This is a little worrisome. It's a little worrisome. A little worrisome, right? Does this make sense, guys? We had an order block. We went up, support, broke under it. This is now becomes resistance. We tap it one time. We failed. We break above it. This is your fucking SR flip, right? This is your SR flip. So if this happens to come down here to retest the SR flip, basically, oh, we broke out, let's come retest it and then go up. That's going to be fucking worrisome. The reason why I'm getting angry right now is because that's going to prolong everything. That's a pretty big dump down here. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm going to save this chart so you guys could have it when we have another video. Okay? Just be careful, guys. I'm going to label this SR flip and call it a day. And then this is an untapped weekly, untapped weekly, untapped. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, you understand what that means. Yearly open, yearly low, and then if you take the fib level from, sorry, what does that come to? What does that coincide? Oh, we have the 0.88 there. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Actually, guys, let me see something. And what I want to see? Oh, sorry. Right here, this is what I wanted to see. This was what I wanted to see. Jesus Christ, more confluence down there. That's definitely not good. VWAP. I want to see what my previous monthly VWAP was. Right there. No. Right here. Right? Am I blind, guys? Yeah, right here. So, if I close this. Yeah, it's right here. Right there. Shit. Everything's pointing to mid-30s, bro. Jesus Christ, I don't want to see that. Make this black again. A previous monthly VWAP. Shit. It's not good, my fellas. It's not good, my fellas. All right, guys, this is the game plan. All right, you have a map now, so you shouldn't be worried. Worst case scenario, if we do happen to come back into this orange box, just zoom out. Just zoom out for a second and don't cry. We're gonna go higher. Don't worry. It's still all valid as long as this trend line holds, this pink line holds. It can be considered a fake out to the top side deviation. Came back down, retested the breakout, faked everybody out, and then went up. Right. So this is still valid. If we deviate this big candle over here, don't freak out. As long as we don't break this trend line, we're fine. We get under. We start closing under the monthly open. Stop being worried that we're gonna go take these lows out over here, okay? Until we break the monthly open, don't worry about it, guys. Otherwise, I'll keep you guys posted with my thoughts. I still think that there's next 24 to 48 hours should be a little bit green versus red. I'm gonna keep this because I still like to target down here the 34K, which is the 618, 34K, 618. But more than likely, our main interest right now is 42 threes and 38s. Right, 42, mid 42 to high 38s is the main interest that I'm looking at right now. Structurally, locally, this is your game plan right here. Locally, right? The 0.5 is holding us for the time being. Breakdown zone is between 41,000 and 40K. We have a trend line that is not likely to break off the first attempt. This trend line is different than this trend line. Don't forget, guys, but different trend lines. One is macro, one is local, right? Big difference between these two trend lines. So given the fact that this is your local trend line, I wish I could write local and it actually look good. Local, oh, I could. This way you don't get confused. Local line, okay, local trend line. There you go. Don't confuse this with the macro trend line. Big difference, guys, okay? Local trend line over here. Your main structure that you do not want to fucking break is this little shit over here. You do not want to get under this from a local perspective. If you do, then you're talking about going further down to the Elon pump. This is the Elon pump. Remember the tweet that he did? Which means that we got to come down here at that 0.88, which is low 30,000s. Okay? So this should be your ultimate bottom at this level right here. I'm going to make this line. What line should I make this? Blue. That's it. You don't want to see any candle close under this, guys. On the blue, okay? From a local perspective, again, guys, local versus macro is a big difference. Please don't get confused and don't DM me telling me I confuse you guys. Macro view, local view, big difference. So as a scalper, you're in this, you're longing this. As an investor, you want to wait for further confirmation, or you want to wait for a better bid. You want to get a discount. Discount is only when you start entering this area down here, between 40,000 and 38K. That's a discounted price for BTC. Okay, perfect, guys. Wish you guys the best of luck. Beautiful. We're heading up right now as a scalp. Obviously, you guys saw what happened, right? 5 minute. Remember what I told you guys about the 5 minute? How to play the 5 minute TMA band? It's the easiest scalp, guys. It's the easiest scalp. I'm telling you, it always works, man. Once you get above the 5 minute TMA band, scalp it. Right? You made a equal low. This is your main low. That was your main low. You have God mode active. Algo fire. Right? Beautiful. And then you want to target your red zone. You would exit this right now. Keep some in case we do happen to go to the 10-minute top, but more likely than not, we're going to retrace a little bit. That's how I play with my TMA bands. It's the easiest scalping tool that you could possibly have. We've been under it since 7 o'clock in the morning. All right, we got under it at 7 o'clock in the morning, and this is 10 o'clock in the morning, and this is 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and now we're above it. So let's hope that we could just like do this and start doing this, or whatever, further upside, and retest this over here, which is your daily open. Okay, guys, beautiful. I appreciate everyone that invests their time and energy into watching me. If you have any questions, join the Discord. Ask anything you'd like. Where's my macro view? I want that back. What happened to my macro view? What did I do? There you go, guys. Sorry. I'll keep these charts for us. I'm going to get into my other video. Cheers.